Welcome, folks, to downtown Atlanta and Mercedes-Benz Stadium, site of this year's Chick-fil-A Peach Bowl and, of course, part of the college football playoff. We are through the opening round of this year's playoff, and now the pressure is mounting in the quarterfinals. A matchup between one side that's had time to rest and recover, and another team that's battle-tested, already off one playoff victory. As we'll see the number 11 seed in this playoff, the Ohio State Buckeyes, taking on the number 3 seed in the playoff, the Oregon Ducks. 3A Sports College Football. I'm Chris Fowler here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. And here we go, a college football playoff quarterfinal game. We'll see which team's going to be moving on. Kickoff team out there. We're ready to rumble for this college football playoff game. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. Quarterback making some changes at the line. First play of the drive, we're going to throw the football. Caught quickly. Breaks loose at the 40. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks. More than enough for a first down.
Hey, a first down here by this Oregon offense. Nice to see the quarterback and receiver in sync and very efficient. Something that Oregon really prides itself on. As much as you want to think about that quarterback with the ability to run, remember, they can hurt you with their arm as well.
And they finally stop him, but a decent gain that time.
I'll take that every single time. Offensive line does a nice job up front. This back's vision and ability to get positive yards by lowering his pads on full display right there.
Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. They get him down, but not before he moves the football to the 32.
Nice job here by this back picking up a first down and living up to the legacy that they have in Eugene. There have been so many good backs. I mean, the list goes on, but right off the top of my head, you got to start with Kenyon Barner and Michael James and throw in DeAnthony Thomas. What a golden era it was for the Oregon Ducks when it came to running backs. And they're still trying to live up to that to this day.
The freshman brings him down quickly.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense has countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
Trying to extend the play. He's got an open man downfield, and it's caught. They tackle him at the 3, but that's a great gain in the pitch and catch.
Well, there's nothing better for an offensive coordinator than having a quarterback kind of get into a rhythm early in this game. Another great completion. This guy is off to a great start in this big playoff game.
Going to try to run inside, but nowhere to go.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
Quarterback pre-snap adjustment snap for this defense. Second down, we're going to throw it. The pocket breaking down. And he runs it into the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon. And they'll set up now for the extra point try. PAT makes it 7-0. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. And the returner elects to fair catch it, no return. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? The shotgun handoff here.
Hey, listen, you don't always have to have big plays to be successful. It's a nice, solid gain here. Keeps you on schedule. You get ready for that next play.
Second down after that run on the previous play. From the shotgun, drops back looking for an open man. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Tackle, but first down.
Quarterback sees that this defense is dropping way back in zone coverage, so he does the right thing. Gets it underneath to that drag route and picks up a first down.
Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. And he's tackled right at the 40-yard line.
Nice solid run here by this back. Did a nice job of just kind of finding that lane, pick up some positive yards here on 1st and 10.
The game makes it 2nd and medium. And is intercepted. He goes down quickly, but comes up with a nice interception. The offense gifted with great starting field position for this drive. Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. They'll run it here. Just a small gain. Looking at 2nd and 9. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. Nobody open downfield. He just throws it away.
Man, the defense took everything away from him. What do you expect him to do? He can't force the ball into traffic and potentially throw the interception. Does a good job of getting out of the pocket, away from the pressure, and just throw the ball away. See what happens on this next down.
Drops back, needing a 3rd down completion here. Quarterback finds an open target on the left side. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big game.
That's a great feeling when your quarterback can make a throw that keeps the drive alive. Not as good as a touchdown, but it's a lot better than having to trot over to the sideline, waiting for your turn to get another chance.
They're going to run it. And they've got him at the 5. Great run to set up scoring position here.
Boy, how about that play, Chris? That thing just opened up. The back shot through there with great acceleration. What a pickup there on 1st down.
There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
And you got to love this if you're a defensive coordinator. It's all about affecting the quarterback and getting pressure on him. This time they got to him and forced that incompletion.
Here's a handoff, testing the middle. He's tackled down at the 4-yard line. Defense getting pushed back.
It's a nice play by this defense, and now you're thinking about 3rd down and goal from around the 5-yard line. You got a real shot to come up with a stop here. Whether they run it or throw it, you get a stop.
And now the ball comes out. A disastrous play from the start. Defense jumps on the ball. It's a turnover. He's at the 50. Inside the 30. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Ohio State. The defense adds 6 points. That is a game-changing play by this defense.
Oh, game-changing. The momentum now is on their side. They've got confidence that they can finish this game off and get a win. If they do, we're going to remember this play right here.
And the point after is right down the middle. Kickoff team is on the field. See if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback will start at the 25. And the Oregon offense comes back out on the field. Here comes a 1st down pass attempt. Looks to his left and makes the completion. They stop the receiver, but that's a solid gain on that play.
Love to see the short passing game as a great go-to for any offensive coordinator in the 1st quarter because it's reliable and allows you to see how the defense is reacting. That can open up for other things later on.
Caught, completion. The defense able to bring him down to wrap up the 1st period of play.
Got it.
Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. Makes a quick grab. And uses his speed to pick up solid yardage.
Chris, that's another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show why he's had such a great year this year. When he has time to throw, he gets his feet set. He's as accurate as any quarterback in the country.
That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Quarterback appears to be changing the play. Looking to pass here on second down. Quarterback leaves the pocket on the move now. He makes the grab. They bring him down at the 5. Solid gain, though, in the completion.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
The Ducks come to the line with first and goal. From the gun, he looks for an open man. And he scores. Touchdown, Ducks. No surprise there, Kirk. It's a red zone touchdown to the big tight end.
Well, the tight ends are usually much more involved down in the red zone because of their size, and their skill set allows them to be more effective down in this area. Now, they may not hurt you on the big, long throw, but they can use their bodies to provide the quarterback a nice target when the defense is so condensed.
This one will be fair caught. Comes the powerful Ohio State offense onto the field. We'll see if this quarterback can shake off the interception he threw in the last possession. It's a shotgun run call. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What's an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
A quick throw out left, complete. They bring down the receiver, but that's a nice gain on that play.
I love the timing here between the quarterback and his receiver. Pick up some positive yards, and I continue to be impressed with just the chemistry between these two.
And they pick up the first on the ground. And they'll stop him just short of the marker. Good effort, but the defense holds. Now it's fourth down. Check this out. Offense going for it inside their own 40. Fourth down, looking to throw for it. Oh, it's picked off. What a play. And he's got some open field ahead. Touchdown, Oregon. And the defense joins the party with a pick 6.
How about the risky call here by this offense? I love that they're going for it on fourth down. Not so sure about the play call. The defense was not fooled at all. Steps in front of this throw for a nice touchdown.
And the extra point splits the uprights. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. Solid coverage there. They get it at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense back on the field. They have got to bounce back on this possession after throwing a pick 6 last time out here. And it's going to be taken down there, but there is a flag on the field. Costly holding penalty there. Backs him up 10 yards. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? And the quarterback dropping back. Looking to make a play deep downfield. And that deep shot is caught for a big gain. And they'll bring him down, but this offense creates a huge chunk play.
Boy, what a big-time play here by this wide receiver. You know, sometimes, Chris, I wonder if Woody Hayes would be enjoying this modern passing attack from his Buckeyes. And I like to think that winning would outweigh any concerns he may have about that ball being in the air so often.
Offense lines up for a second down play off the incompletion. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. Tackle made, but there's a flag down on the field. See if the offense can overcome that holding penalty. Second down here. Time for one more play before the 2-minute warning. So we've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense trying to get something going here and cut into this lead before halftime. Offense getting set. Second down play here. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. Hits the running back in the flat. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play.
Wow, they get positive yards here, but I have a sense that they wanted a little bit more with that pitch and catch.
Crucial third down play after that completion. Looking to chuck it again. Oh, a sack. The senior on this defense making a big play.
They just felt that one coming. Third down and long. Those defensive linemen are in that sprinter stance. They know the offense is going to have to throw. Great job of using that athletic ability and speed to get after the quarterback to come up with that sack.
And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. The offense will keep going here after that special teams penalty. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on 1st down.
Well, it's pretty simple. The defensive line does a great job of getting after the quarterback and forcing him into that incompletion.
Incompletion makes it 2nd down. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. That's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact. No flag. Brings up 3rd down. They come to the line. A long way to go for the 1st down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Looking for the wide out. Oh, and another incompletion.
Boy, this is all about the defense here. Nice stop here on 3rd down, but really it's about trying to get this offense behind the sticks. Once you get them behind the sticks, you can mix up your coverages, really affect the quarterback's eyes and disrupt the timing and the rhythm of what the offense is trying to do. Now we've got another big 4th down coming up.
And the powerful Ducks offense retakes the field. Let's see if they can keep that passing game going. The last possession, very efficient and precise. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. And the sophomore, a little bit too much air into that throw.
Well, they don't make the completion here. The timing seemed to be off between a quarterback and receiver. But, man, this defensive coordinator, he may want to consider getting more pressure on this quarterback by changing some things up. He's got a lot of time back there to throw the ball, and eventually that's going to cost you.
Receiver makes the grab. An effective play, good for a 1st down at the 35.
Boy, another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show how dangerous he is when he has time to throw. The defensive coordinator's got to change up his looks, maybe bring in the blitz, anything they can do to get this quarterback out of this rhythm.
The offense will take their 1st time out of the half to talk strategy here.
Boy, that's pretty good coverage here by this defense. Not much of a window to throw this ball into, but the quarterback's accuracy and the size of the tight end picks up a nice gain.
And they get him down, but that's a solid gain there to move the sticks using his feet. And the offense will now quickly spend the timeout. The Ducks lining up here on 1st and 10. There's the snap, and he's looking to throw. He'll take a deep shot here. Makes the catch inside the 10-yard line. They could not stop him. He's in. Touchdown, Ducks. But they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. And the extra point makes it a 3-touchdown lead. So the offense gets momentum scoring before halftime. Now the kickoff. We'll see if the defense can get his top and preserve that momentum. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. He's got an opening. Watch out. He's got great speed. Turns on the speed. Can they catch him? Touchdown, Buckeyes. He'll stroll into the end zone. And now the try here for the extra point. It's blocked. Picked up by the defense. It's a live ball. Could be a 2-point return here. So after the touchdown, here's the kickoff, and we'll see if the opposing offense has time to answer before halftime. He's going to bring it out of the end zone from a couple yards deep. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. And the Ducks' powerful offense is back on the field. We'd expect a prudent decision here, backed up near their own end zone. Just run the clock out and get to halftime. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. Looking for a deep completion. Oh, that one's picked off. Not a long return, but the important thing, that take wipes out a scoring threat. The offense will take over from the 29.
That offensive coordinator is going to have some choice words for his quarterback over the phone on the sideline after that throw. You have to be more careful with the football.
Here comes the first play of the drive. Can they do something in the final 30 seconds of the half? And looking for a big play here. Intercepted, picked off by the defense. Big takeaway, now looking for a big return. Inside the 10. And he steps out at the 2, so close to a pick six. Tremendous play.
Chris, not only the awareness to come up with the interception, but the speed and athletic ability on the return. I thought he was going to take it all the way back, but the offense just did enough to keep him out of the end zone.
So the offense looking to be efficient here. Not much time remaining before the end of the half. From the shotgun, drops back. And the pass is incomplete. We're down to just 4 seconds remaining.
Everything about this play tells you about today's offenses and what they're asking out of their running backs. You can't just be a guy who runs the football anymore. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't do it.
Makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon.
Boy, what a job by the offensive coordinator going to that 5 wide receiver set, creating the one-on-one matchups, finding the most favorable matchup, and then going to that receiver for the score.
PAT is good. They slammed into the kicker, and penalty markers are down. So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. This will likely be the last play of the half. From the shotgun, handoff inside. And they get him down in what will be the final play of this first half. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. The Ducks will kick it off to begin the second half. And he'll take off from deep in the end zone. Tackle at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense back on the field. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. A pop pass on the jet sweep. He's past the 25. Breaks into the clear. It's a sprint at the 30. Inside the 20. They're not going to get him. He's in. Touchdown, Ohio State. Now they try for the two-point conversion. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. Intercepted in the end zone. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. And that powerful Oregon offense retakes the field. Great possession last time. They punch it into the end zone. Can the defense come up with a stop this time? They'll change the pre-snap look now. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up second down.
Well, this quarterback and his receivers have got to get on the same page. They've got to find a rhythm if they want to move the ball down the field.
Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. And he's looking to make a big play downfield. Deep ball is caught for a huge gain here.
That is great arm strength and accuracy by this quarterback. Let's not forget the wide receiver's job of bringing it in for that big gain.
The junior able to bring him down quickly.
With the defense coordinator this week, all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Second down after that previous play. And on the carry, he's heading left. Finding space at the 20. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time.
Well, it's a nice job up front by the offensive line to give the running back an assist for setting those blocks up before he's able to get downfield for the first down.
They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4.
I think this defense keeps thinking about them throwing the football, and by doing that, they're opening up running lanes. Good positive yards there by the running back.
They look to throw it here on second down. It's a quick grab. The game moves the football to the 6-yard line. It'll be first down and goal. Made the catch, but he was surrounded, Kirk. Not much room to run.
They did a really good job that time of leveraging him out in space. I thought he might have a chance to be able to shake loose because he is so elusive. But defense, as you said, did a really good job in the open field surrounding him. Just nowhere for him to go to pick up any more positive yards.
That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up second down.
This is the one thing I love about this running back is his ability to get involved in the pass game. Runs a great route, just doesn't come down with a catch.
Quarterback changing the play now at the line. Tailback tests the middle of the defense. Ball carrier brought down at the 4. Offense in great scoring position here.
Hey, I can understand why they're trying to run the football here, but Chris, let's face it, the way this quarterback's been throwing it around, I'm surprised we didn't see them call his number. He's already thrown for 3 touchdowns.
Looks to the left, and it's complete. Touchdown, Ducks. And this one is getting ugly. Kirk, this quarterback told us this is my time to shine, a playoff game. He has gone out and backed that up so far.
Yeah, he's done everything that's been asked of him and more. Just a great job of getting into a rhythm. Really tough to defend. Right now, the defensive coordinator, you can see him down there. He's throwing his headset. He's frustrated. He's got to come up with some new wrinkles to try to slow this guy down.
And he's brought down at the 12. That's poor field position to start the drive. The Ohio State offense comes back onto the field. Last time out, a one-play touchdown drive through the air. Can he keep it going here? They bring him down right at the 20.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Boy, how about this defense? Just so physical against the run. These guys have not been able to do anything on the ground, and it's because of that defensive line and those linebackers taking away the run game.
Quarterback in the shotgun here on 3rd down. Finds an open target on the left side. And a big game before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Well, we saw a lot of this in the first half. They go right back to him again. We can see the second half, that same trend continuing. If I'm the defensive coordinator, I'm rolling my coverage. Get a corner up in his face and put a safety back behind him. Some kind of double coverage to slow this guy down.
So the holding penalty in the offense backs him up 10 yards. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. Off the play fake, looking to throw. He'll take a deep shot. And it's intercepted as he threw it into heavy traffic that time. And that's a solid return after the interception.
Boy, this defense has been great the entire football game here. They knew they had a lot of pressure on them in the playoff. They stepped up and played well all game long, and now they get a critical interception here late in this game.
Here's the throw deep downfield. The catch is made for a huge pickup. Touchdown, Oregon. And the route is on.
Well, this guy has a knack for the end zone, doesn't he? That's 2 touchdowns for this guy today, and I don't know if he's done yet.
And the point after is good. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. And he's brought down at the 16. Would have been better off leaving it in the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the powerful Buckeye offense back onto the field. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. Catch hauled in here over the middle. Tackle made on the play at the 29-yard line.
And here the tight end shows off his hands for a nice gain. Love to see the big man get his touches.
Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. And he drops back in the gun. Throws to the tight end. And it's incomplete. The defender arrived the same time as the football. And now it's second down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out the punishment. But here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact. And as a result, he's unable to hold on to the football.
It's incomplete. He took a hit as he threw the football, and it brings up a third down. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. Back to throw again. He'll take a deep shot here. And that is interception number 5 as the nightmare performance continues. Follows the pick with a nice return before finally being brought down.
Boy, would this quarterback love to have this one back. They're trying to work themselves back into this game here in the second half, and the defense comes up with a big turnover that could be the nail in the coffin.
The gain is 3 yards, so 2nd and 7.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound, and it's really solid defense on that play.
The senior able to make the stop after a short gain. The offense will line up. Chance for a couple more plays before the end of the quarter. Third down, out of the shotgun. And that pass is hauled in over the middle. And he's brought down, but there is a flag on the field. Let's check out this call. So the offense will decline the penalty and just take the result of that play. So here we go. First play of the quarter. The offense has a first down.
Here we go.
There's the handoff. And tackled after a small pickup there. Wideouts now clustered. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Lets it fly out of the wideout. Touchdown, Ducks. To stretch the lead, the route is on.
That's another touchdown for these guys. Man, they have had a day that you dream about. Whether it's the quarterback, the running back, the receivers, the offensive line, the entire unit has been dominant.
Extra point splits the uprights. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. Tackle at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive. Here comes the Buckeye offense onto the field. This drive is important. Last one ended in an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. They'll tackle him out across the 20.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here, and he's a good back. I love to see that offensive line win the battle of the line of scrimmage.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Handoff to the single back. Breaking free at the 35. Tackle made after a big gain. Well, finally some room to run for this back. The defense had done a good job of containing him until that play.
Well, they've done a really good job up to this point, Chris, of containing him. He finally does get out, but I think it's an example of why you don't give up on the running game. Even when you're not necessarily coming up with big carries, you're just kind of body blowing this defense, and eventually, bang, you're able to hit a big one here when it really matters. The defense has got to do a much better job here of adjusting to the pre-snap motion. They just kind of stayed in place, and it gave the receiver plenty of room there to make a nice play.
But the junior quarterback inaccurate that time, threw it behind the receiver.
It's pretty simple as a defensive coordinator. When the quarterback drops back to throw, if we get pressure on him, we got a chance to slow him down and win the football game. If we don't, it could be a long afternoon. Good job here by dialing up the pressure.
It's incomplete. That was caused by the defensive pressure. And now it brings up third down. They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Defense stops him short of the markers, and now it's fourth down.
Boy, I'm a big fan of that jet sweep motion like that. It really forces a defense to stretch them out horizontally and can create some vertical seams for this offense. They got some positive yards, didn't quite get the first down, but I'll tell you what they've done. Planted a seed on this defense that they better defend this style of play moving forward.
The offense stays on the field down multiple possessions. Easy choice. Here's another interception. We're losing track. Not a great return, but the interception wipes out the scoring threat and gives the offense the ball at the 32.
Oh, you feel terrible for this quarterback. He's played well all year. He's trying to make a play, trying to force it into coverage because they need points at this point in the game to try to advance into the next round of the playoffs. Puts it into coverage, and that's probably going to do it.
Finally brought down to the 20-yard line. A huge gain puts him in great scoring position. And the Ducks trying to cash in here in the red zone. Handoff as they try to work the clock here. And that's the 2-minute warning as this offense tries to work the clock, getting closer now to an impressive victory. Offense getting set up. Here's second down. He'll hand it off. He's stopped when he gets a first down.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
He's swarmed by the defense. Coming up, second down and goal. Looking to score, they'll run it to the left side. And the sophomore able to bring him down quickly.
The offense that time just trying to get the ball out in the perimeter, trying to find some space to be able to get their speed into. Pretty good job by the defense of slowing him down.
On third and goal, they'll try to run it in. only gets a couple of yards there. It'll bring up 4th down. Of course, in the playoffs, it's survive and advance. This is a crucial W. Great performance, but now the stage gets even bigger. The challenges will continue going forward.
Yeah, more and more pressure will grow as this team continues to win football games, but you and I